What is up, YouTube? Frosta Hobidon here, and today we're back with another Sonic IDW issue 58. We are last left off. Sonic, Lilin, Tango, and Whisper infiltrated Eggman's new city. They're learning that the city is growing, and it's that is causing it to grow and expand and taking materials underneath the city. Sonic plans that they could take it out right now, but Lillian decided she wanted to get reinforcements. Sadly, didn't get time to think because of a portal open up. Sonic tries to get them out of there, but they got separated. A Batnik hit Sonic's hand, causing Tango, Whisper, and Lillian to fall into the portal, and Sonic has to defend himself alone in the city, surrounded by Batniks. So that was the recap. And Sonic's getting reinforcements at the help of Tails and Amy, if I believe, in this issue. So let's see what this is all about, shall we? We come back in where we last left off, Eggapall City. They seem to have found Sonic the Hedgehog as a bunch of Batniks are attacking him. Sonic's like, I know attacking me is kind of your thing, but could you give me like 2 minutes? My friends are in trouble for a moment, and the Batniks are not giving him room to breathe. That is until a couple of them have been stopped by a familiar seal bluish aura of psycho energy, and a familiar purple cat shooting a giant fire blast. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze the cat and Silver the Hedgehog have joined the battlefield, along with Amy Rose and Tails. Sonic said, "Oh, you guys came here often?" Cracking a joke. Amy Rose told them, "You told you wanted backup. Are you hurt?" Sonic said, "I'm fine." Sonic appreciates Silver and Blaze for coming out for helping out. He understands that Blaze wanted to spend her vacation because in the anniversary issue, Blaze the cat is here because vacation, thanks to Marine telling her that she needs a day off, and Silver stays because he feels like he's needed in the past after his talk with Espio in the anniversary comics. That's why Silver and Blaze are in the neighborhood, and they are happy to help out. Tails wants to know what Lillian organized is sort of the organization of the Diamond Cutters. He thought it was handled. Sonic picks him up to speed, saying that we found that Eggman City is auto-repairing itself using materials from the Earth. They got ambushed, they tried to escape, and they got trapped in those little portals that they found in one of Eggman's towers back in the issues. Tails and Amy are familiar with that. Tails wondering if Blaze can use the Soul Emeralds to travel through other dimensions, such as the dimensions that they're trapped in. Blaze the cat has confirmed the Soul Emerald's power can only transfer her from her world to Sonic's world. It can't go any other worlds. And Silver explained that he can't just time travel freely. He can only time travel from his timeline in the future into the present timeline that is happening now. So Silver can't just time travel through further in the past and change things, because that's one way of not messing up the timeline. And that's how fans are confused on that, saying, well, how does Silver get back to the future? He does. He gets what's happening currently in his future is where he can go to, and it'll change depending on the events of happening in the past. If Eggman's causing trouble, Silver's future is affected. If Sonic saves the day, then his future is saved. So Silver decided to stay in the past to make sure everything is alright. Amy Rose saying, so the only way we can rescue them is using Eggman's technology. Tails is correct. Tails said that is correct. And he's pretty sure he can access it by getting to one of their control centers. And he believed that if he can have access to one of those crystals, he'll get a clear understanding what's going on. Sonic said, alright, we know what we need to do, so let's all move out. And it's only the video game characters are heading out. As we realize Tango, Whisper, and Lillian are with them, but in a separate dimension, but they can't hear or see them. As Tango's saying, we're over here, but they can't hear him. He said she wants to fight Batniks, she wants to help them out, but they can't help since they're separate. I'm guessing video game characters doing their thing, non-video game characters are doing their own thing. Then again, Tangle and Whisper are now video game characters since they are in Sonic Force battle, in a Sega licensed Sonic Speed Forces battle on their mobile games and Sonic Dash. Tango's frustrated because she wants to help them out. As she tries to get Leah to say, "All right, boss lady, what's the plan?" She says she doesn't have a plan. And Leon and Tango saying, "Sure you are. You organize this team. This is your mission. We're totally a team here. So yeah, let's get serious and with you and Whisper and let's complete this mission type, right?" Leon said, "I don't think I'm cut out for this." Tango said, "Then why did you form the team?" "Desperation," she says. In her past, she felt helpless ever since the events of Forces, a Batnik attacking her city. She did not want to feel helpless ever again. She worked so hard and educated herself and just to make a difference. But seeing how she was not prepared to deal with something like this, she feels like a failure. Tango encourages, "Hey, first of all, we failed together as a team." Leon said, "That strangely does not make me feel better," Lillian said. But Tango tells her that secondary, everyone who's string shots herself off a cliff or thrice is okay to make mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. And she managed to go through mistakes and had Jewel backing her up. They encourage one another. They learn from their mistakes to get stronger. And Leon said, "How you can be so sure?" As she says that we are the Diamond Cutters. We are awesome, and we don't give up. As he tells that to Whisper, Whisper's not too happy. As she says, "Why?" And Tango said, "Why what?" And Whisper said, "Why did you use the Diamond Cutters name? Why would you use the name of my old team that I have lost?" Tango, realizing her mistake, she feels bad about it. Leon Lillian is not sure what's happening. What's the issue here? "What do you mean by form a team? Did they disband?" Whisper said, "No, they were betrayed and were destroyed, aka killed." Tango, realizing her mistake back then, she was caught in the moment. She didn't mean to write any of it. Whisper want to know, why did you choose her name? Tango apologizes in tears, and it's sad to see her upset. She says she's sorry. She didn't think of it like that. She said that her old team were cool and amazing, and she wants to live on that legacy and carry on their fight. She doesn't want their efforts to be drift apart. She saw how cool and how they were close, and she didn't want that to happen. She didn't want that to be drift apart away because she doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't want Whisper to be alone, and she wanted something like that. After hearing this, Whisper was upset at first, but she understands. She realized, she's trying to do this whole thing alone. Harry wanted to hunt down Mimic herself by not being with the team. Tango wants to join her, but she said no. She was upset after Surge stole her wisp away from her. She realized how Belle fixed her wisp on, and she let her use that. Allows her to fix it. And she was happy that Sonic got her wisp back. Tango apologizes. She was caught up in the moment, and she was really, really sorry. Lena said, "We could change the name if it makes you feel any better." But Whisper stops her and says, "My old team were there for one another. The Wisps, they were all here for me now. Even though I tried to walk away from everyone so they would never, who supported me, Sonic, Tails, and Belle were there for her. The only person not trying to help was her. She felt like she was a bad friend, but she was trying to push everyone away because she didn't want to lose anyone ever again." Leon said, "I don't know about the whole story, but you said you were betrayed. Was there a misunderstanding?" Whispers tells her, "No, one person hurt her. One person took her friends away, and it was Mimic. Mimic the Octopus betrayed them, got her team killed for the sake of money and Eggman, and not just not just the restoration, just him. She realized it was just one person that ruined her life, one person that she's feared that Mimic would take away her new friends if she ever get close to anyone else. But she realized that she's not going to let him do that to her again. She will not let him control her by fear anymore. Lynn says, if you be patient with me being a bossy or an inexperienced, if you be patient with us, I'm sure things will work out in the future. Tango said, thank you. Whisper said, I can, I can, and I will be patient. It just takes time. But she understand now. They got a quick understanding. This was wrapped up in two issues because the whole Whisper and Tangle conflict was problematic. I'm glad they got it settled out right now because the mission's important and their friendship is important. As they remain, Whisper will now remain them as the new Diamond Cutters, just to honor the original team and what they fought for in their cause. And Leolin said they will honor them by continuing their fight. Tango is so happy that they're the coolest friends to have, and I like the little moment of. But we also need to limit our times of these group hugs, and Whisper agrees. And Tango said, "Okay, I'll make this one count." He said, "How was your old team handle things in the past?" Whisper says, "No chain. We rely on one another and experience in the cases." They would ask her old team, Claire, the monkey girl, for the insight. If she saw nothing, she would ask Scout. She would ask to scout the area. Tango said, "Well, none of us are psychic like the monkey girl, so I'm guessing you're scouting for us." Leon said, "No, not just Whisper. They're all gonna be. They barely interacted with the tellable Tangle world. That means no badniks can attack them. No, they can bypass security, and Eggman will not know what hit them, not know that they are in this cybernetic world. So they can all scout around the city and get some extra information." Tangle encouraging Lilin that sounds like you got a plan, and which she does. And Whisper decides, let's all head to the head central computer tower and get some resources. As they head on out as the new Diamond Cutters, Tango, Lilin, and Whisper. Lilin the sheep is now a main character now. This character's gotten very popular throughout the issues ever since issue 2. She was a background character who's gotten a lot of attention, and I'm glad that she is. And fans are already saying that Lilin is replacing Princess Sally. Nah, I'm sure you can have multiple female leaders. And we need more female heroes. As Ian Flynn stated, he would like to have Princess Sally and the Freedom Fighters in the IDW comics, but they will be redesigned, re-enhanced, and refixed to fit in this new world with a new backstory, but still faithful to the SATM. And yeah, sadly, Princess Sally is getting high demands as well as the rest of the SATM characters. But as for now, I'm looking forward to see what they're doing with the characters. We got plenty of time, so let's not rush things. Let's not push things yet. Elsewhere, with the video game heroes, as Blaze, Silver, Sonic, Amy, and Tails are fighting some badniks, E1000s. Amy Rose tells Tails that they got him covered. Tails would make this quick. As he breaks the panel, they go through the information that they need. Sonic and Silver teaming up with a psychic spin dash. An egg hammer comes out of nowhere, tries to crush the two, but Silver stops it. Amy Rose sees the hammer that the egg hammer drops it, thanks to Sonic's spin attack, and she gets an idea with that devilish smile. Said, "Silver, give me your boost." Sonic is excited. Blaze want to know what's going on. Silver knows Silver helping her out, and the egg hammer has no idea what's going to happen to him, as she uses the hammer and crushes the egg hammer with it. With Silver's help. Silver said most of that was her own strength. How in the world? Silver said. Sonic responds, "Because she's awesome." And a high five. I love the dynamic of these characters. Amy Rose, this moment right here, IDW Amy Rose is the best version of Amy Rose. And seeing how she's going to be portrayed in the new video games, I hope this Amy Rose is pushed to the video games. Sega like what they're doing with Amy Rose here. I like Tails' response. "Oh, did I miss something cool again? We steamed the tide of the attackers for now. Did you find anything, Tails?" I like Tails miss something cool. He's still a kid. I like that. I like those moments. Tails said, "Yeah, the giant crystals are sticking all over the city. They're actually giant fake Chaos Emeralds." Okay, I'm a reference to Sonic Adventure 2. Eggman is aware of fake Chaos Emeralds due to Tails using the fake Chaos Emeralds to revert the energy of the Eclipse Cannon. So those giant crystals are fake Chaos Emeralds. Eggman created fake Chaos Emeralds all over the city to repair his city if it's ever damaged. And they're all giant crystals in a big way. Blaze said, "Wait, the doctor can replicate them that easily?" Tails said, "Yes, but they're cheap replicas. They have the same wavelength and the same properties, but their woefulness and underpowering in conditions. In other hands, they still more potent than the Chaos drives and power cores he used for his machines in the past. So these fake crystals are fake Chaos Emeralds. They're still they function the same way the Chaos Emeralds, and they're still stronger than Chaos drives and power cores from Sonic Heroes that Starline uses for his Tricore, and what he uses on Surge, and how Surge gets super speed." Sonic says so he did grow them with just as sturdy or Tail said to increase their power output, it's justified that the cost of creating them out of this would cost the environment. Sonic 6, so got it. So all we gotta do is bust those crystals and destroy them, right? With the hammer. Just like how Amy did with the hammer. Silver and Amy agrees, even though Amy has to take a breath. Tails said, no, that's a bad idea. Blaze agrees with Tails, said utterly shattering something that powerful would cause some damage. And Tails saying that would blow up the city. If you destroy the crystals, that will blow up the city block along with them. They will get caught in the explosion. And plus, it'll just rebuild itself even more with the other crystals. Sonic says, so what, we trash the entire city ourselves? Blaze said, we can't think that remotely possible. And I like the little animation art style here. They're just having fun with the art there. Sonic said, I'm just tossing ideas, so what's the best way? Tails said, the best way to shut it down is that the crystals all at once is that we get to the control tower, where you can shut them all down, and that is powering this entire city. Sonic said, okay, that seems where Eggman's calling his shots, the control tower. And let's go knock down a few of those unplug these whole mess. Tails said, after all, it's the control reverses the energy, trapping their friends, Tango, Whisper, and Leon. We can get them out. Hopefully they get them out there. Tails said, oh, Sonic said, okay. Silver comes by and said, this needs a delicate touch, Sonic. Sonic responds, oh, you're one to talk. I love the banter between Silver and Sonic in this. We need more Silver. We need more Silver the Hedgehog in the future games. Because I know Sega is not doing much with the character. And I wish they do. And hopefully, Sega, according to Sonic Frontiers and the developers, they say they are experimenting on having more playable future characters. And I hope so, because Tails, Amy Rose, and Knuckles, and I believe Sage might be playable in the Frontiers DLC update. Sonic said Lillian was right. This was a lot easier with help. Doing this solo would still be fun though, but with a group, it's very helpful. Sonic realized that the value of teamwork is very helpful until they hear a big explosion. Amy Rose wants to know what was that. Sonic and Tails say, you guys head up to the tower. We'll go check out what that explosion was. Sonic said, did Jewel call for more backup? Tails said, no, not really. Not that I know of. So, who joined the party? As Sonic and Tails look down, they see the unexpected guest. And it's Team Dark. Shadow, Rouge, and Omega has joined the party, and they're attacking Eggman's robots. With Omega gun blazing, because we know Omega loves destroying Eggman's robots. Shadow fiercely destroying some egg pawns with his Chaos Spear, and Rouge the Bat throwing her bombs and doing her screwdriver kick. That's what she's doing here, the screwdriver kick. Fans forget that Rouge the Bat, her kicks are just as powerful as Knuckles' punches. They only see her as other things, her other appeals, attractiveness. They forget that her kicks are very powerful and she can set up her bombs, which was introduced in Sonic 06 for some reason, and it was carried on in future games. So she can carry bombs and she has the screwdriver kick. So, Team Dark has joined the fight. This will be interesting. More video game characters has infiltrated Eggman City. Overall, that was Sonic issue 58. Team Dark has joined the fight. Tails and Sonic are going to figure out what's going on with why they're here. As Blaze, Amy Rose, and Silver are heading to the control tower, with the Team Diamond Cutters are heading to the control tower in the digital area. Alright, stay tuned for issue 59 and we'll see what this is all about, why the Team Dark are here, which, well, we already know they're here. They're here to destroy Eggman. Anything Eggman related, they're here to destroy. And keep in mind, Blaze, I always think that Rouge the Bat is the leader of Team Dark. Fans are saying Shadow the Hedgehog is the leader because he's the fastest. Because the Sonic fan base are going by, speed types are always the leader. That's why Espio should be leader of the Chaotix, but it's Vector who's leader. Vector's the leader of the Chaotix, not Espio. Not all speed type characters are going to be the leader. Overall, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. What were your thoughts on issue 58? Did you enjoy it? What were your thoughts on the issue? What's going on? What were your favorite parts? What do you think Team Dark? What do you think Team Dark is going to do here? Hopefully the interactions are a lot smoother because Shadow Impact issues was not very friendly to the heroes. Since he's hopefully he doesn't hold a grudge or a hate or an angerment towards Sonic, since they're here for the same goal, shutting down Eggman City. Hopefully they do not destroy the crystals because that would pretty much blow them up. And learning that and Rouge might be here because Artificial Chaos Emeralds, she likes gems. Maybe she might like these if she can break a piece of them. Who knows? Who knows? But who knows? Alright, overall, take care, have a good day, be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. Catch you all later for the next Sonic IDW issue review. Special shout out to my following Patreons: Mario L. Lorobius, Jay the Real McCoy, Degato Ulof, Daniel, Zach Cow, Bossmaker, Levin Punzel, Curtis Wildcat, and Matthew Hensley. I appreciate your support. You guys are amazing. And if you guys want to be a member, you know what to do. Follow the description of being a Patreon member. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
He's an asshole.